Smack. Yeah, I'm coming back at you in reference to that Nome 5 battle. I was in the building that day, and I know it took me a few days to actually put up a blog. I was watching a lot of other people blogs in reference to it, plus especially Angry Fan 007. Want to give a shout out to him. He was kind of accurate on a lot of stuff in reference to the battle. But first of all, before I go into everything, I want to give a shout out to Nunu Nails because she was looking fine that day. When I was in the line, I was like, I used to always be like, yeah, Nunu Nails ain't all that. But to actually see her walk past me outside in that line, I was like, damn, to be completely natural, baby girl is fine. She looked like Fiji water in Afghanistan, man. She was that fine. But anyway, I'm going to go into this thing with the battle. Smack, he put him and Beasley and their whole camp put together a great event. I must say, hats off to them. The only issue that I had, I was in the middle of the crowd, kind of to the front, but to the left of the stage. And one of the microphones that they had, whoever had the microphone, it was kind of hard. It was kind of hard to hear what they were saying. Everybody in the front row, kind of to halfway, really got a chance to hear the rappers clear. But I was pretty close, but I still couldn't hear because whoever had that one microphone, wireless mic, their voice was really low, so you really had to pay attention to everything that was being said, which kind of took away the battle a little bit for me. Also, another thing that I didn't like about the simple fact was the simple fact of the I understand the pay-per-view, that they had the pay-per-view for this event for the first time. The pay-per-view is good, if you got people respecting the culture. I kind of knew that once the battle was over, some people was going to try to rip the footage and then post it up online and take away from Smack's original footage. I mean, if Smack really made enough money to invest back into the culture off the pay-per-view, then I don't think that he would have a problem with that. But if it takes away from his if it didn't invest in it right and it took away from the YouTube play value off the money, he probably getting from YouTube. If the money don't supersede the pay-per-view, then I really see that it's pointless, because a lot of y'all say y'all really like this craft and y'all into it, but y'all steal from it completely, but won't invest into it as far as money-wise. But shout out to the true fans of this battle rap culture and supporting Smack. First, I'm gonna talk about this the battle between K-Shine and Averb. It was a complete body. It was a complete body bag. But I'm not really gonna say body bag. Me and my boys here from Baltimore was telling K-Shine beat Verb. He gave him the 2.5. He ain't 3.0 him. He 2.5 them in the battle. And here's why. Verb started off the battle, and Verb came with the whole trainee thing, and playing a swear to God and having the trainee come out. That was funny. Then he got into it a little bit about everything about him being a rap god and how he better than K-Shine. And in his first round, everybody don't want to hear bars all the time. Everybody want to hear bars, but some people got formats and layouts, and Verb is pretty good at that, at stealing grabbing everybody's attention. I can actually tell you this: Verb's first round was pretty good. I'm not gonna stand right here. A lot of people, Angry Fan 007, he was saying that it was all whack. His first layout that he had for his first round was pretty. It was funny. He gave you comedy. He gave you bars. He gave you charisma. He gave you a lot of things. Stage presence. Verb always had stage presence. He was pretty good with that. But then when K-Shine went, just like I told anybody, if K-Shine slows down, I always said that about K-Shine. He has bars, but he speed through it real fast. And you saw that within the battle when he battled Mr. Wavy. He just speed through his bars, so it really don't hit that good. And the first time he ever slowed down his bars was against Sue Surf, and you saw what happened when he slowed down. From that point, his stock just took off from there. But anyway, K-Shine came out, gave 3 solid rounds. He dug in Verb's ass. Pause. No more. The first round, he gave that man bars. He took it over. I ain't even gonna go into everything that he said, because Smack's still gonna drop those battles, but he killed him in the first round. That first round was definitely K-Shine's, and it was a close, but K-Shine got it. Now, here's where Verb made his mistake. Second round, he shortchanged us. He shortchanged us in that second round. He really didn't give a shit, and he shortchanged us in that second round, which fucking pissed everybody off in the run. For y'all two to have that build up before the battle, and y'all really talking about, hating each other and the stuff that y'all was going through, and you saying you had stuff with Verb and you was going to beat Verb, and if you're a rap god, you were supposed to come in that second round and you were supposed to come back and punish K-Shine. But you didn't. You played the round and you tried to give up an easy round. And that messed Verb up, because after that, it didn't. When K-Shine came back with his second round, and then his second round was even harder also, it took everything away from Verb. And make it so bad is, I wish I would have had my camera out, because I would have took a picture of Hitman Holla face the way everybody was responding to Verb after that for his third round. It was so bad that when K-Shine rapped his third, which was still fire, he cut it off. He was like, it wasn't even no point to even battling him no more, because he messed up. And Verb had his own attitude. He battled through his third round because Verb used to it and he a threat. And he's a vet. But Verb fucked that whole battle up for himself, because he never should have shortchanged it. If you're gonna say that you the elite and you're an all-star, Verb, you have all these new guys coming out that's hungry, Mr. Wavy. You got Chess. If Chess, get through his breathing techniques, Chess hard hitting. These newcomers coming in here, T-Top, Rusty, man. To me personally, they're pen and pad and their hunger, and you being a vet, you should be able to still school them. But I got all them new cats, the way they taking this, even killing you, man, because you've been slacking through your battles. You don't come in and give 100% all three of your rounds. You play around too much. And your play rounds be creativity, but you just play around too much. So for that battle, I'm telling you, K-Shine, 2.5 Verb for that battle, and he got it. The next battle up, I remember it was actually DNA and Serious Jones. And Serious Jones impressed me. And at the time, from my point of view, DNA gave 3 good solid rounds. DNA, to me, he took the battle. For overall performance, he took the battle. Serious Jones, his first was just like his other battles, like, why the fuck you still battling? This ain't, the fucking what you call them shit that you used to battle in. This ain't none of that shit, and you rapping like that in the first round, and your shit not really making sense. It's like you talking, none of your shit kind of rhyming, and you fucking talking. But then the second round, trying to listen to him battle, because I think he was the one. No. In that battle, DNA had the bad mic. But in this battle, like when Serious Jones started talking, it got to the point I was telling people around me, yo, we digging. We digging for shit. Because he rapping, and then he say some hard shit, and some shit, and everybody be like, ooh, oh, feeling in. But it was hard to see K-Shine in the building demolish A-Verb the way he did, and then, they coming on, and it's like, because DNA gave a great performance, but because Jones delivered, but he didn't deliver to the level where he could, which took I think the replay value in this battle down to me, because I'm going to give it to DNA for overall, but it's going to kind of look like Serious Jones did do a good job. But if you really sit back and listen to everything DNA said, all 3 of his rounds, and then the stuff that Jones said, you can really sit back and tell psychologically you was digging for bars for him when he had his little, what you call bars here and there. All right, so that battle, I'm going to give it to DNA. The next battle, Official and Jazz the Rapper. Now, I'm in that building with my boys. Shout out to Eric Dawson, Conway, and Andy McFly. Like, we was in the building, and a lot of them is Jazz the Rapper fans. I'm Official fan. I like Jazz the Rapper, but to me, for her to battle once every year and be at the pedestal where she at, I don't like it for the simple fact that Official been in a short period of time, and she has a longer resume than Jazz the Rapper, and she even battled dudes. So in the building, Jazz had a perfect performance, flawless. She had a flawless performance. Her first, good. Second, good. Third, good. Official, she had good rounds, and she had hard hitting stuff that she was hitting harder more than Jazz, but the building was going crazy. But Official also had dead spots. Jazz didn't have a dead spot. And I'm going to just put it that way. I told you, I'm not going to hate. I'm not going to try to say that one person's better. I have to watch that battle again on camera to find out who won. Because in the building, it was a toss-up for me. Because for overall performance, being clear, giving schemes, doing everything, I'm giving that to Jazz for all 3 solid performances. But for hard-hitting lines, constantly, official had the hard-hitting lines. So in the building, it was hard for me to decide who won. You know, my biased buddies and them, they kept saying Jazz won because of her flawless rounds. But it was hard for me to judge in that. So I had to watch that one on video to actually find out who I think actually won that battle. The battle that came up between Clips and Hollow the Dawn. Good battle. Good battle from both of the dudes. I'm gonna say this. Everybody like their own thing. I like Clips. I like Hollow. I'm gonna just say this. To me, Hollow got the first and the second round, and Clips got the third. And here's why. I just like Hollow's how good he is in putting together rhymes and his wittiness and creativity on how he put together everything. I know people posted the battle up. I'm not gonna say no lines for that. I'm gonna let Smack throw up his joint and y'all just take it from there. But to me, Hollow had way more creativity in his battle. It looked like his stuff was put together better. Charlie Clips, he had a good first and second round. He started talking to Cortez and them about switching sides and things of that nature, to the point where Hollow walked in the back and said, if you're gonna, you know, basically if you're gonna battle them, to battle them. But for the most part, I'm gonna give that battle to Hollow 2-1. Hollow took, I had Hollow winning the first and the last round, but I'm giving Hollow edging the first and the second round, and the third round is going to Clips. That's just my personal opinion. Again, when I watch it back on video, because somebody posted up there, I wasn't gonna watch it. I'm watching Smack's footage, the better footage. Yeah, I stick to the brand. After I watch that, I'll figure out on camera who I think won. But in the building, I'm giving it to Hollow the Dawn. Now, last but not least, the battle between Sue Surf and Tay Rock. Whew, let me tell you this. In the building, Tay Rock came with 3 flawless rounds. Surf came with 3 flawless rounds. In the building, with bars, both of them came with it. Tay Rock was coming back to back to back to back. You know, Surf just gave you visual, and with his stuff. They kind of like the same niggas, like with the way they battle, but not really. They kind of like the same, but Surf was just more animated with the shit. Like he was just moving around. He was more comfortable, giving you detail, the image. You just felt all the stuff that was going out. So in the building, over overall performance, I'm gonna give it to Sue Surf. But far as the bars wise, they kind of like the same. It's kind of like your favorite, like who you gonna like the best. Because Tay Rock was going hard with his bars. Surf was going hard with his bars. 2 different styles, but both of them were coming hard with their bars. Both of them gave you, I could actually say, a classic. But the reason when you're looking at it, and the way Surf was performing, his performance was just better than Tay Rock's. So if it's going by bars, they equal. I'ma just call that a tie straight across the board. But bringing the performance with it and getting in, people in the building, to me, including myself, just felt Surf bars a little bit more, and it was half saying that Tay Rock got it for the stuff Tay Rock was saying. Tay Rock was saying hard shit. So to me, another battle again. I gotta watch on camera, but I feel as though if you watch it on camera, you're gonna get the same results. So those are my recaps on how I feel about the battle. And again, shout out to Smack, Beasley, and the whole URL staff for putting together that event. I'm gonna be at the Summer Madness also. And shout outs, cause now Nunu Nails got a new crush, and I always be following her now. So until next time, I'm out.